The following program is brought to you by Naleo TV, the people's platform.
When you want a great meal, local style, turn on the Leo and sit a while. Watch and listen, then you'll know just how to do it on Audrey Wilson's cooking show.
Aloha and welcome to the Audrey Wilson Cooking Show. Today I have my special guest, Chris. Chris is the cook at home and he's going to help me, right?
Yep.
Okay, what are your specialties when you cook?
Ooh, what do I like? I like to make Filipino food.
Okay.
Soups, mostly soups.
Soups are good and easy, yeah. But today we're going to make Chinese.
Ooh, okay.
We're going to make char siu bao, or called Manapua. And I love this recipe. I might have made it before, but I'm gonna make it again because I had requests for it. So what we're gonna do is, first let me tell you about the char siu, because the char siu you make a couple of days earlier, the filling. So you can either use pork or you can use chicken.
What do you prefer?
I would prefer chicken, but I made pork today.
Just because it's healthier?
Because it's healthier. Yeah. And then I do it the leanest pork that I can find. Not really lean, not the loin part, but just the lean part of certain sections of the pork.
Not really pork butt then.
It's not the pork butt.
Okay.
Got too much fat. I cut off all the fat.
Okay.
So you need about, let me get this. You need about 1.5 pounds or 2 pounds of lean pork or chicken. And all you do is you marinate overnight with 2 teaspoons of salt. And I'll give this recipe so you can put it on the screen. 1/2 cup of soy sauce, 1 cup of brown sugar, so there's a lot of brown sugar. 1 teaspoon of Chinese 5 spices and 3 tablespoons of hoisin. That's it, easy. I don't even put food coloring. It's not necessarily. I'm really against the food coloring that's sold in the United States. It's petroleum based. And an interesting history behind, like especially the red food coloring, is in the 1940s, they've had this petroleum byproduct, red. It's called red dye number, whatever.
40 or something.
Yeah, and they said, hey, we gotta try sell this, right? It isn't the best for your health, but so they invented red velvet. So the red velvet cake uses 1 container, that whole little 2-ounce bottle, to make the cake. But that was a great way for them to sell the product and for people to use the red dye. And so it became really popular. So, when you say you're eating with your eyes, yeah, red is okay, but it's not something you really... Yeah, Chinese like to use red in different ways because it's good luck. Red is good luck color, but we're not gonna. So I didn't put red food coloring in the filling. You cook that.
But you can if you want it.
If you want it, you can. If you think, char siu bao has to be red. So I cook that until the meat is so cooked that it falls apart. Then I can shred it. And then I shred it, I refrigerate it, and then when it's cold, then I form little balls and get it ready for the char siu. So, but we're gonna make the dough right now. So I'm gonna let's do this one. Now, people who don't have thermometers, you need to have. Do you have a thermometer at home? It's so important because I'll have people call me and say, "Is my meat? I put my meat in for." At 400 degrees for 2 hours. Is it ready? And I'm thinking, it's on a phone call, right? I said, do you have a meat thermometer or a food thermometer? And they go, no. And then it's hard for me to tell, right? I don't know your oven, if it's hot, runs cold, but they want to know on the phone if their beef is ready. But my thing is, get a food thermometer. Check the middle, the thickest part. But for the water has to be, it's gonna get low, at about 105 to 107 degrees. And what I always say, if you don't have a thermometer and you want to check the water, if you touch the thing, would you put your baby in there?
Of course not.
No. I mean, you know, the heat. If it's too hot, you're not going to put your baby in there. Just a nice warm water to wake up the yeast. So I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of sugar, and the sugar will feed the yeast with the 1 cup of warm water. And then I'm going to put in, each of these containers is always 2 and 1/4 teaspoons of yeast, active dry yeast. So slowly sprinkle this on the top. Because I say that because a lot of people buy bulk yeast. I have bulk yeast, so I know that when they say 1 packet, it's 2 1/4. And I lost it when I was moving. I actually had a spoon that was a 2 1/4 spoon.
Oh.
So it was like just specifically for the yeast, and I could, use it only for the yeast.
This is an unopened packet though, right?
I opened it. Yeah.
I mean, but 2.
Yeah. 2 1/4 is always what is in 1 packet of yeast. Okay. So we're going to put in 2 1/2 cups of flour.
Okay. Oops.
Okay.
Or
All-purpose flour.
All-purpose.
But these are the important things. We're going to put 1/2 cup of tapioca flour. Half a
mixing area?
cup of, you can mix it up.
Okay.
1/2 cup of cake flour. So you got 3 different types of flours working here for different reasons. Cake flour lightens it. Tapioca makes it a little bit sticky.
What if you paired with all cake flour?
The whole texture would be different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you need to add that
powder.
a combination of stuff. Then 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. 2 teaspoons of melted shortening, which is already cold. It's already cooled off too much. I'm gonna have to push this out. It was melted, and then now it's, okay, you gotta mix that in. And put that there. And put all of this on the side. And I forgot. And one more thing, 1 teaspoon of baking powder.
Baking powder.
Okay, so those are the ingredients. Oh, did I put in about 1/2 cup of sugar? Sorry. Okay, so we're going to mix it all in. And then I'm going to add my yeast, which is supposed to bloom, but I didn't give it enough time. Okay. Where's my blooming yeast?
That's why the warm water, so the yeast can activate, right?
Yeah, it wakes it up. Okay, that's why it should be at about 105, and at the very most 110. But I like to keep it a little 105 or less. So the purpose of this dough, it's a dough hook,
Okay.
and I love it. I love it because it doesn't get your hands all dirty with the. So so here. I mean, so you do an action like you would with your finger.
Okay.
If you were using your fingers to mix the dough, you would do an action like this, right? So that's what you would be doing.
Yay, I should get one of these from my house now.
Yeah, I love this dough hook. I got this at Sur La Table, but I've seen it.
They don't have that here. Do they?
I've seen it on
Oh,
Amazon.
okay.
I don't know. Does Honolulu have a Sur La Table?
I think so. Washington had one.
Seattle does too. They have a real nice one. But
That's my favorite restaurant.
oh, I know where I've seen it too. I've seen it on baking. King Arthur. They have a catalog, and I've seen it in there too. So you see what's happening is the action that you do with the kneading of the dough, that is doing it for you.
Oh.
So you'll see, you're gonna mix it until it's nice and smooth. It's still kind of straggly right now, and it's still separated, so it's not there yet. But let me put this on this side for you, and then. Okay, come.
And eventually it's all supposed to just
Yeah, watch it. Just
pop together.
it'll be beautiful. Just wait. Yeah. Muscle.
Oh, there you go.
It's coming together, right? You see it. As you do that, it'll pick up all that dry
Okay, that's what I
part.
was wondering.
It'll pick it up. It'll pick it up. So if you just continue with that action of going like this, how you would need it, yeah. There you go. You're getting there. There. You see how it's coming together and it's getting smooth?
And it's supposed to be loose like this?
No,
Okay.
it actually, I don't know if I should glue. I don't know what to do. I just push it back in. I've had it for so long that it actually, I probably need another one.
What is that?
Yeah, it's really a cool thing. It's called a dough hook.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is the same way, like if you have if you're lazy like me and you get one of those mixers that have
Yeah, you could do that.
you could do that too.
But you're only going to mix it for,
It doesn't have to mix that long. Right?
yeah, maybe 5 minutes. So, by the time you do mix for 5 minutes, it's just worth just doing it like this
Yeah.
instead of dirtying this and then the other.
Bring stuff out.
Yeah,
Use power.
right. So,
Oh.
good exercise too.
Yeah. Shit.
Okay, so you're getting there. You see how your dough is getting nice and smooth? You got to get rid of all that lumps and all that. You want to get rid of the wrinkles.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's coming together as you,
As it spins and
yeah,
presses.
yeah. What you're doing is you're kneading it,
Oh, yeah.
basically. So that's what you're doing. So it's the action if you had your hand and you would be doing this, right?
There's one
Same
in
thing.
there though too.
Yeah, so you got it. Good job. Look at it. It's come together. And if you want to be old-fashioned and just do it, you can do it by hand too. And here I brought you some oil to just moisten your hand. You can do that action too. I just like this dough hook.
Yeah, it helped put this stuff together pretty quick. No?
Yeah, especially the dry part, when everything sticks to your hand. At this point, it's not going to stick because it's coming together. So you can work the dough now. So you knead it for about up to 10 minutes.
Okay.
And but you can tell when you feel that you're comfortable with the dough, that the dough is nice and smooth. You're almost there already, actually.
My wife makes sourdough, so
Okay.
makes me do all this stuff.
Okay. Oh, good. Okay. All right. So we are going to let that, after that's finished, you're going to let it rest for about 10 minutes. And then we're going to roll the dough.
Well,
It's about right. So usually what they do is they either cover it with a towel or plastic wrap so it doesn't dry out.
Okay.
And then just kind of let it sit. Okay, so what happens is, get this. After a while, it rises. You see the yeast has done its job. And you got a beautiful, now you really need to, okay, now.
this is after how long?
I made it this morning,
Okay.
so
So the longer you let it,
it's not, there's a point where it's not.
it's not gonna rise anymore, right?
No. So what you do is, I kind of know by hand how much to make it,
Okay.
but you make a flying saucer, round one if possible. So what happens is the center is thick and the edges are thin. And why you do this is so that when you finish it, the filling will be evenly, you're not going to have a thick spot.
Okay.
Okay, so let me grab you one.
Okay.
Because I feel lumps in here. I don't know why. Okay, this is about the size I want.
So it's like a golf ball size, maybe a little bit bigger than a golf ball.
a little bit bigger.
Okay.
Just here for now.
And how big would it be? Oh, just like our palm size, yeah?
A little bit
Bigger.
bigger. Yeah. Okay. And like I said, it's hard to measure dough because you kind of have to get the feel and you want it all the same size.
This is fun for the kids though, yeah?
It is.
But they're gonna be able to produce something.
Yeah, and then they make them eat what they made
Eoy.
because it's usually not right. Okay, so
That's about right.
okay, let me feel this. Yeah, so you got it thick here and thin on this side. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get the filling. And I kind of made, I don't like I want it really generous. So then what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab one of these, it's huge. And we're going to pinch and cover.
Okay.
Okay, and then I cut 2-inch by 2-inch pieces of parchment. We're gonna lay it right here.
The wrinkle side we put on the bottom.
Yeah, hide the junk, the ugly part here and put it on here.
And this is just wax paper?
No, this is parchment. Yeah. So here, you got a whole bunch to make. This reminds me when we used to make mochi. My grandmother used to, the very hot mochi, she used to grab it and then just make balls for us to shape the mochi.
And you can use the same one for baked chars too, right?
You can use it. Yeah,
chopal.
you can bake it or steam it. Yeah. I lost count. I want to make at least 20 because one recipe that I gave you, it makes about 10. So I doubled the recipe. See how fat that side is? And then as round as possible. And so we're very generous on the filling. That's why it's nice to make it yourself so that you can have really nice, nice big ones and not
those tiny.
not the kind that you get mostly the dough, but nothing else.
I like that thinking.
Cool. So we got a good production. Very good. That's good. I like that fat on the middle one. Reason I make the balls is you don't want too much of that mess on the outside. You want it as clean as possible. You see some of this gets stuck. So if you pre-make the balls, then you're not handling the there.
But I also heard if the meat gets on the outside too, it won't close, right? Or not with this particular recipe.
Possibility. As long as you shut it, and sometimes it'll open up. You just have to be careful. Wow, we got a production going. We could go into business, Chris.
Sounds good.
Go outside. Manapua. Remember? Oh, you're too young to remember the
Remember the Manapua trucks and the white truck and the shave ice? They used to come around.
Oh yeah, and called Manapua shave ice. Yeah.
I miss those.
Yeah, those are good old days.
I don't know if they were FDA approved, but they were delicious.
Yeah. Well, that before, never have to worry about stuff like that.
So you used to make these growing up, or like?
No, I don't remember making it when I was a kid. Here, why don't you close up one of these, okay? So you can, so you just pull it all,
Just pull it in.
everything in from each side, so that you cover it completely. Because there's a lot. That's a lot of filling, so you got to make sure you cover it.
So we got.
Yeah, good.
Perfect.
And then kind of, if you need to round it out,
Okay, we still gotta round it out.
you just round it out and then put it on a piece. Okay, good job. All right, that's very nice. Okay, we don't want to put it too close because it'll all stick together, but we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 8, 9. Put 10 on each.
So that wasn't too bad. It's just the prep time for
Getting
the dough together and whatever filling you want to put in.
yeah, the filling. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to let this sit for about 20 minutes and then we're going to steam it for 30.
Just fully open, just leave it like that.
Yeah, just leave it like that. And because it has risen so much in there already, I'm going to let it sit for a little while and then I'm going to start steaming it, okay? But we're done. See how fast that was?
Awesome.
And once you taste it, you're going to say, I can do it because it's worth it. It's not that hard, right?
Hoisin sauce. That's the one I'm missing in there. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, you need that hoisin sauce. The hoisin has that extra Chinese 5-spice and all of that beautiful flavors that make this really. Try eat a piece of that and try taste it. You can see the flavors in there.
It's different. I like it.
It's well, you know, you're not getting it red, but it's the same flavors. It is chashu. And I make chashu sometimes if I need it for to make for noodles and stuff. I'll cut it into slivers like this and then marinate it in that same sauce. And then just cut it up and put it as garnish for like on noodles and stuff. But it's just that basic chashu sauce flavor. It's a really nice flavor. I'm going to turn on the stove now and we're going to go and give it a whirl. So we're going to steam this for 30 minutes.
When does your timer start? When the thing actually starts?
When I start steaming.
Okay.
Yeah, I did add cold water, so I'm going to wait until, let me see how far away I am. It's already steaming already. Okay, I'm going to start it right now, 30 minutes. So it's 30. Okay.
And, anytime in this 30 minutes, do you swap out the bottom with the top, or you just...
About halfway, it's a good idea to switch because this is hotter, and so a lot of times I notice the textures look a little different if you don't switch it over. It just so it's nice to just give it each of them same amount of time on the bottom.
And does it matter if you have a double boiler or you know what I mean, a double steamer or not?
It's just that you want to cook it all at one time, yeah. Otherwise, you're going to go 30 minutes on a single layer and another 30 minutes on the other layer. So I love the double, and I do switch it. So after 15 minutes, we will switch it around. Okay. So let's wait until, like water boiling. We're going to watch the water boil. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. Shall we check it out?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at that puffy one. Oh, chashu ball. Because we put it so close, it's all kind of stuck. But it's okay. We're amongst family and friends, so we're not about appearance, right? We're not going to sell this. So it is ready. We got that there. I'm going to, can you give me some tongs? I'm going to put it on the, let's take out. I don't want to damage any, so let's take out this one first. I think since you worked on it, you see how sometimes it opens up?
Oh, we gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's yours.
Oh, okay.
Look, hot, take it from me.
That's good.
The important thing is, is the dough good? Because like I said, you can do whatever filling you feel like.
I was just about to
What
get
your favorite. It actually tastes best if you let it rest for about 5 minutes.
You never told us what your favorite is with inside, Audrey?
The chicken.
The chicken.
Yeah.
Chicken char siu.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then like what they do is a lot of times the chicken they'll make it curry.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of the chashu flavors, they'll do chicken curry. I like that. But I have a hard time with meat. I have a lot of allergies, so I'll eat it and I won't care. You're gonna pay for it, you know that, right? But I'll eat it. I have a lot of drainage, and it's just something I have to watch. Is how much of meat I eat. Okay, I'm gonna check the texture of the dough. Nice and soft.
Mmm.
Nice dough.
Yeah, very nice though.
And it's a combination of the cake flour, and the tapioca.
tapioca.
Very important.
That's what gives it that kind of
Little
springy.
bit, yeah, the
Mochi,
spring,
not really mochi, but.
the little bit, it's kind of, I wouldn't say sticky, but
Mm-hmm.
a little bit gummy,
Yeah.
but it's perfect for so.
Good.
Right.
Mmm. Super good.
Super good.
Yeah.
And like I said, I like to put a lot of filling, so it's not stinky.
Yeah, I hate-
doughy stuff.
I the Manapua where
Like
the thing is only so small and then the rest is all
like
bread.
where's the rest? Where's the meat? Where's the meat?
And this is just the right size.
Yeah,
This,
it's a nice size.
start with a golf ball size.
Yeah, and it gets this big. So next time, Chris, now that you know how to make, you can make this
Mm-hmm.
for your family. Think the kids would like it?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, my grandson loves it.
That's like my go-to. Well, my kids' go-to. When you grab it, Manapua.
Okay, so no, the next time
Make.
we'll make it.
We'll make it.
We're not going to
Yeah.
provide,
Mm-hmm.
but now you can make it for them. No, this is the best because
Yeah.
it's just you make it the way you
Oh,
want
it's
to.
super fluffy.
Make it,
Flavorful.
and then try make it with adobo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you think the adobo will work with bread, then try it. But then you know, just play with it because it's just an idea, and then you change it to suit your taste.
Perfect. Thank you for sharing this.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for watching the Audrey Wilson Cooking Show. Until next time, aloha.